absolute certainty on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all of these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see him as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula bore formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Belvrita, I'm absolutely certain that worked on this Mastery Monday. It's Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence. We're exploring the superpower of influence. More on that later. Bella, for the growth-minded, heart-centered people that Joseph has assembled here today.
Yes, we have some extraordinary people, but I just want to check in on one thing. We just had a GC3 join us, and I'm just wondering what the human being's name is.
Oh, hello, GC3.
It's George Chicolo the third. That's where it comes from.
Nice. Let's go.
Awesome. Thank you for that, George.
That sounds like an NFL #1 first draft overall name. Like
I wish I was. Trust me.
So Belvrita, who's here?
Annette for coming from NYC, consulting for the past 2 years for his dad's construction business. He's identifying and optimizing opportunities, discovering his passion for helping other professionals excel, additional expertise in construction, tech startup, and a submarine officer, currently impacting 75 professionals a month and aims to expand his influence, running customized 10-person group coaching sessions by the end of the year. Let's welcome to the show, Dave Rosberg.
Dave, welcome to Joseph's Heart of Influence. This is the moment where we share a fun fact because Plato, Dave, the Greek philosopher, said, play a game with me for a year and we will learn more about each other than if we speak for a year. So Dave, please, what's your headline fun fact? Could be an adventurous moment, surprising moment, shocking moment, but anything that'll make us say, Dave, no way, please.
I've lived underwater for 2 years of my life.
Dude, that's sick. All right, whoa. So we need
Are you a merman?
Well, if you listen to the intro that you just gave me, you would know why.
So tell us, what's the scoop at the byline to the headline?
I was a U.S. Navy submarine officer for 7 years.
Wow, that is, you were underwater for 2 years of your life?
Spread out over 3 years, but yeah.
Got it. Amazing. So thank you for your service to our nation. Thank you for being a merman and all the things. And Dave, appreciate you. Bella, we got merman defending our nation in the space. Let's go.
Perfect.
Merman defending our nation. Welcome to the show. Next up from Long Island, New York, 21 years on Wall Street, consistently demonstrating his commitment to helping others. He has achieved and recognized as a top 10 performer in the 200K Circle of Champions, dedicated to supporting 100,000 families and small businesses, providing protection and legal services, aiming to secure 100 clients a quarter of the time it's taken previously. Let's welcome to the show, Fred DaCosta.
Fred, welcome to Joseph's Heart of Influence, and please, your fun fact.
I don't know if I can beat being underwater for 2 years, but if you go back far enough, I don't know if you'll be able to find it on YouTube, but I was a guest on the Montel Williams talk show, not in the audience, but on stage.
Whoa. And if we could have the byline to headline, what was your, quick headline of your topic on Montel Williams?
It was a long time ago. It was a new Eve dating.
It was what dating?
He did like a dating show, a love connection show on his show on stage.
Merman, Montel William Love Connections. Let's go.
Yes, I said in the green room, I was trying to get everyone to admit their deepest, darkest secrets when Fred mentioned that, because then I said we would go dig it up in case we needed to use that for leverage. Of course, I was joking, but he says it's nowhere to be found on the internet. So unfortunately, we're out on that one. Next up, from Hillsdale, New Jersey, always driven by passion for connecting with people over a locally famous coffee interview through engaging conversations, a competitive spirit developed as a former college baseball player facing and overcoming challenges with integrity, eager to provide expert market insights into buying or selling, and has successfully advised over 100 clients, a trusted resource in the industry. Let's welcome George Chicolo.
George, welcome to Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence. Welcome, welcome. And your fun fact, please.
That was one heck of an intro there. Wow. So yeah, my one fun fact is that after college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. So I actually went back to school at one point for a little bit to do athletic footwear design. So not very unconventional career that I wanted to get into that never materialized.
Cool. And
I can still draw them.
Perfect. Where'd you play college baseball?
Wagner College in Staten Island, New York.
Nice. And where'd you go to high school?
Monsignor Farrell in Staten Island, New York.
Cool. Monsignor Farrell in the building. What was Wagner? The nickname of Wagner?
The Seahawks.
Wagner Seahawks. And final question is, what year were you at Wagner?
2009, I graduated there.
Cool. Well, George, welcome to the party. Bella Verita.
Thanks for having me.
Got some college baseball in the house. Let's go.
College baseball is in the house, coming from San Diego, California. Provides customized programs that address the unique needs of each business partner, handling projects and assessment for businesses of all sizes, ranging from small startups to large enterprises, building up 100+ clients in virtual settings or on-site, delivering personalized, transparent solutions to help businesses thrive and achieve goals. Let's welcome to the show, EJ Ocha.
EJ, welcome to Joseph's Heart of Influence, and please your fun fact.
So actually, fun fact for me is, one, I want to address, I played with, I think it was George, I played college baseball at San Diego State. So 2 college baseball players in the house.
Ooh, maybe 3.
Yes. No, 3. Sorry, 3. And so my fun fact is actually related to my business is I've been a president and part of a board of directors for my Little League for about 8 years now. I started my small business to address small businesses, but then after having to correct and see all the vulnerabilities Little Leagues have when it comes to their operations, I actually started a part of my business to help Little Leagues to become transparent, eliminate theft and eliminate the vulnerabilities that they do face with volunteers running organizations up to $250,000, sometimes more. It's it leaves a lot on the table that the kids don't get to realize. So that's one of my big facts, right? My fun facts. I'm trying to really get that under something that nothing's ever been done. So
yeah, awesome. Fully aligned. And the San Diego State was the Aztecs or no?
Yep, San Diego State Aztecs.
Aztecs are in the building, Bella Rita. Come on.
Aztecs are in the building. And last but certainly not least, the man who brought us all together. But just kidding, because one person just got here. So, hello, and let me backtrack for a moment. And coming from New York, New York, a Marines Corps veteran, thank you for your service, a disciplined, mission-driven HR payroll consultant, focused on efficiency and strategy, optimizing HR and payroll processes for clients, committed to elevating organizations and HR functions to navigate business complexities with precision and purpose. Let's welcome to the show, Gabe Kringle.
Thank you so
Gabe,
much.
are you related to the other Kringle by chance? The famous Kringle?
Oh, I didn't know there was a famous Kringle.
Is it Chris that you're talking about, Bella?
Oh,
Yes, there we go.
Santa. Yeah, actually, my my latest grandpa is related to Chris.
Perfect.
Perfect. Love this. Love this. And
Well,
heat
first of
miser and
all-
cold miser. So, Gabe, what's your fun fact?
Oh, fun fact. I had a really funny situation the other day. I do a lot of walking in and cold walk-ins to introduce myself and what I do to business owners. And I walked into this restaurant and he was pretty standoffish and didn't really want to, have a conversation with me. And I just tried something out of left field and said, hey, if I can make a better penne alla vodka than you can we sit down for 15 minutes? And so he actually brought me back into his kitchen. We made a penne alla vodka, each of us. Mine was way worse, but just kind of, going out on a limb, he still took a meeting with me. So that's my fun fact.
Awesome.
That is a super cool fun fact. All business is built on relationships. All relationships are built on shared experiences, which of course means we're looking for the greatest degree of efficiency and impact in shared experiences. Wait, maybe that's what we're doing here together, except we're not making penne alla vodka, Bella Rita. Instead, yes.
Yes,
Awesome.
we're I would say I would challenge you to a penne alla vodka, but I'm pretty sure I would win that challenge too.
Yes.
I think you definitely would. And also, I just wanted to apologize for being a little bit late. I was on with the current client. I love seeing some familiar faces already. But sorry I was late, and I'm happy to be here.
All good, brother. Bella Rita, come on.
All right, last but not least, from New Milford, New Jersey, president at a large financial company has transferred his financial planning expertise from Wall Street to accelerate and optimize finances for all. 68 win-win strategies in the first 2 months of this year alone. He leads with heart and integrity to cause financial wellness, whether it be the CEO or the receptionist, 11 upcoming speaking engagements on a national stage, and a proud husband and dad. Let's welcome to the show, Joseph Wexler. Emily.
Joseph, Emily.
I did not mute myself when I was yelling at the dog, did I?
Acting up, but Joseph, please. First of all, thank you for bringing these heart-centered, growth-minded people together. This is a quasi-baseball themed Heart of Influence, I see. And please, Joseph, your fun fact.
So I'm going to go with a baseball fun fact. I did not play in college, but when I was in Little League, I used to receive 2 awards at the end of each season. One was most hit by pitch. I was not afraid to get on base by sticking in there. And the second was most improved.
Oh, that's awesome, Joseph. I love that. Super cool fun fact. Joseph, are we ready to do the things? Sir, this will be much easier than taking a 68-mile-an-hour fastball from 46 feet in Little League off the skull. Ready?
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do right now is introduce this extraordinary woman who's been introducing everyone. She began her career in influence selling crafts on her parents' front lawn as an 8-year-old. Second, she progressed to being a 7-figure business generator in the space of network marketing at the age of 19. Then at the age of 24, she was three-peating like Jordan, except she wasn't raining threes. At 5'3", she was the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada. And in fact, at 24 years old in this male-dominated industry, she was the first woman ever to be #1 and the youngest person, male or female, ever to be #1. Then she began to train entrepreneurs in Fortune 500 companies. In fact, in 2019, every sales team, every sales team she worked with doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver, adventurer in the most extreme of conditions. Maybe she learned it on YouTube, or maybe she learned it from a blind man. Depends on the up and down nature of the blind man's stock. Then she became a 2-time published author, about to be 3. She raised nearly $10 million for charity with the Unblinded team over the past couple years. And in 2023, this heart-centered, courageous woman publicly battled and defeated cancer. Let's welcome to this show the woman that put the heart in it, Bella Verita.
I'm gonna go with the fun fact that and I would show you, but I have a green screen, that I have a new Doberman puppy who's going apeshit bananas that she does not normally do. So which tells me she's very vocal when she like needs water or something. So my fun fact is, for the first time ever on the Heart of Influence, I have to let my dog out to do something before she tumbles the crate across the floor. And yes, she needs water. She's very vocal. She needs water.
Hello, Emily. Lovely. Love you, love you. Bella Verita.
That's my fun fact for right now.
That is a super fun, not fun fact. Let's go.
Let's go. And on that note, as I'm feeding dogs water and letting them out on the crate, I'm going to introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Becky at body surfing competitions. He is only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016. And the only one that's blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. And in fact, the state of New Jersey thought he was so cool that they actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around on stages, speaking in front of thousands of people, he's an incredible philanthropist that in the last 2 years, raised nearly $10 million for refugees in the Ukraine. Let's welcome my co-host, the one, the only, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Bella. Thank you all. Much gratitude. Joseph, outstanding job. Appreciate everybody for being here today. And I often go with the fun fact that I'm a blind man that's taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive. And in fact, today at 6 p.m., 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, because I'll be jumping off the Heart of Influence right now and heading up to San Francisco to be surfing in Half Moon Bay before I catch the right eye back to New Jersey, which is the site of Chasing Mavericks, and where there's a 13-foot great white that was sighted. Check it out on YouTube, the news article 1 week ago. So I hope we do not meet the 13-foot great white as we're surfing in Half Moon Bay today. But also, since we're in the baseball-themed Heart of Influence, in 1992, I completed my 4-year career as a 4-year Division I starter at Columbia University, whereas Ivy League runner-up for Rookie of the Year and captain of the Columbia University baseball team in 1992. Bella Verita, roar, Lions, roar. Please, let's go do the things.
Let's go do the things. How about we kick this off with Mr. Fred?
Fred, Bella will be anybody you would like her to be as we explore the superpower of integrous influence. Everything happens after yes, right? Our leadership, management, marketing, selling, recruiting, fundraising, charitably or for profit, all of it happens after yes. But what does it look like? We all know that folks are not real good at being pitched, hooked, and closed, especially sophisticated business people like yourselves. So how do we take our message when yes should happen and move it through the complexity of all of the listenings and bombardment of messaging that exists today in the world of business in 2024? So Bella could be an ideal client, or she could be a philanthropic fundraising partner, or she could be an investor, or she could be somebody famous like Warren Buffett or Oprah Winfrey, or anyone that you want to go from hello to yes with. Footnote, we're not Wolf of Wall Street, Meet Shark Tank, or Boiler Room. It could just be a yes for longer conversation. Doesn't have to be a sale and a final yes. So please, who would you like Bella Verita to be today?
So this sounds like dream cream or bread and butter, right? So she could be my dream person. She could be cream of the crop or who I want to meet on a regular basis, right? And so,
Yeah.
so I can pick anyone. Let's see.
She's my dream cream, but yes, but she could, yes, let's go.
Dream cream or bread and butter. Okay. So Bella, if I had to pick one, I would say today be my be my my cream of the crop. Be the person that I'm looking for, which is a HR director of a large company.
Let's go, Bella. You're making stuff go right at Big Corps. You like being the boss. Let's go.
It's very true. Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, Bella.
Hello, Fred.
Okay, so what we're doing here is just to be clear, we're gonna make believe that I'm calling Bella, the HR person.
That's correct.
Okay.
You've got Bella. What can I do for you?
Hi, Bella. How are you? Long time no talk.
It has definitely been a while, Fred. I apologize. I only had like 3 minutes, but the team said you wanted to talk to me today, so I made it happen.
Awesome. Thank you, Bella. I just wanted to put some time on the schedule. We have a product that will increase the value of the benefits package at the company at no cost to the organization while actually saving the organization some money. But I definitely want to learn more about what you do and the organization. So can we put some time in your calendar to meet for 15 minutes?
I guess I'm not really clear on, what it is that you're like asking. Obviously, Fred, I'm super busy. So I'm not really super clear on what it is that you're asking of me at this moment and why it's important for us.
So sorry. I know Joe connected you and connected us. He said Joe felt like it was very important for us to meet. I definitely want to do that. This is about a massive benefit that tremendously helped me and my family we believe would be an amazing employee benefit for the company. It's really 90% visual, so I would definitely want to spend some time on your schedule. I know you have 3 minutes. As a matter of fact, I know at this point in time you have 1 minute and 17 seconds to go. So, I definitely.
Well, nice of you to keep track, but I'm still not clear. I understand what you're looking for, but what is it that? How is this helping us? Like, why do I want to give you another 3 minutes?
Oh, I might get another 3 minutes.
Maybe.
Okay. Just because this, like I said before, it's an amazing employee benefit that Joe, I know your trusted colleague, said that we should meet about. It centers around identity theft, which is the biggest crime in the United States today. More than half of identity theft comes from the workplace. I know that you care about all the employees in the company and definitely want to increase.
Well, now I'm interested because my colleague Sean Callaghy tries to steal my identity all the time. So if you can help me stop him from trying to be me, then we have a meeting.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Definitely do that.
You gotta stop trying to steal my identity, Sean.
True. I do try to pose as Bella, and I certainly will be at Half Moon Bay later this evening. Thank you for that, Fred. Bella Verita. I have my red wig ready. And who's next?
Next, we got Mr. Dave.
Actually, going to be Gabe. I think that's mislabeled. It's okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh, it's going to be Gabe.
Gabe, who would you like Bella Verita to be, please, that you're going from hello to yes with?
I like going after the same people that Fred goes after. So I'm on board. Fred, maybe we need to call together too, but I'm going to go for an HR director at a large company.
Yeah, let's go, Bella. Take us in.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right. Hello, this is Bella.
Hey, Bella, it's Gabe with Premiere. How are you? It's been so long.
I'm doing pretty good, Gabe. How about yourself?
I'm doing really well, and I know I probably caught you at a bad time because we didn't put this on the calendar, but I just wanted to make sure that now was okay to talk for a little bit.
Well, I have about 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
Okay, perfect. That's all the time we need. I just wanted to check in. I know last we spoke, your current operations are with ADP. I completely understand. I know you're having some challenges, but you're primarily happy. My goal isn't to essentially force a transition. What I would love to do is put some time on the calendar and share with you how we can streamline those challenges, but also potentially reduce some costs there. So if you have some time next week or the following, I'd love to come in for 20 minutes.
You say you could reduce some costs? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me think about it. Will you bring some donuts from Voodoo Donuts?
Hey, if you want some voodoo donuts, I'll bring 2 dozen. Absolutely. Whatever your favorite is. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite flavor as well?
I got a few of them, so if you'll bring a variety and I'd like to have a taste testing, that would be ideal.
That's great. And then also, Bella, really quickly before I let you go, I know that there are a few other people involved in the decision-making process, not that we're deciding on anything right now, but if they're available too at the same time, I'd love to connect with everybody in the same room so that we can all have a pretty, well-versed conversation and hear from all parties.
Nobody else's decision matters but mine.
So I agree. Okay, perfect. So then I'm happy to see you next week or the following, whenever it suits you.
Sounds like a plan. And maybe I'll invite the others for the donuts.
I want some vanilla frosted with sprinkles, Bella. So thank you, Gabe. We got Gabe and Fred. Bella, let's get the feedbackers to give these gentlemen some feedback.
We got some feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Gabe or Fred, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then like a little next step. Is that next step you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have a longer meeting with Gabe or Fred? I don't think anybody was that tragic today. So maybe the next step is like a little mocha chocolate and a little croissante at Starbucks to have a little bit longer of a conversation. But if that is still not enough time, you would be willing to rent a private room at the Capitol Grill, getting a seafood tower and a nice juicy steak, unless you're a vegan, of course, and maybe you're having salad and french fries, but you're not going to skip out on dessert because you do want to have the longest meeting possible. But then you're kind of scratching your head and you're like, they were so good. I don't even think steak dinner is enough time. We got to rent a private jet, fly anywhere in the world, have the longest meeting possible. So let's kick it off with Dave. And Dave, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Fred?
Fred, it seemed like you jumped into things a little too quickly without getting to know Bella and what her needs and pain points were.
And so what's the next step with Fred?
Agreed.
Oh, what do I think you should do next?
What would you do next with Fred?
So on the next call, I would start with Bella and ask about Bella and hey, Bella.
No, I mean, your next step was it like a mocha chocolate? Is it like the steak dinner?
Oh, what should he do next? What kind of meeting should he do?
Yes.
I usually do coffee. Steak dinner sounds I don't know what kind of price point he's selling for, but coffee's a good start.
Yeah, a little mocha chocolate, Bella. That's what I'm hearing. Come on, from Dave.
I'm hearing the little mocha chocolate. Let's go, EJ. How about your 30 seconds of feedback for Gabe?
Seem to agree. I mean, just the starting off with what the benefit is, like starting off right away with, okay, I need to attack and get her attention. So start off with that, and then move into the process and what it's all about.
All right, EJ. And what would the next step be? Little mocha chocolate latte, seafood tower, steak at the Capitol Grill private room, private jet. What would it be?
Coffee.
Let's go. Coffee. We got EJ and some coffee. Belle, we got some caffeine. We're going to have a lot of hyperness. Come on.
We got a lot of hyperness. Let's go, George. George, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Fred?
Yeah, I would say Fred, obviously, I think jumped in right into it without kind of explaining fully who he is, what his intentions were on the call. I think people are always on the fence whether or not to ask how somebody's doing. I think it really just depends on, I guess if somebody how they answer when you say their name. But I do think that you were pretty, after you kind of figured that out, you kind of went to the point. And I would just say, just keep the conversation in line and keep going straight with it, always going towards the finish of what the purpose is for that call, which is to get a meeting.
Cool. And George, what do we do next?
I would say go out and think outside the box. Go take them for ice cream.
Let's go. A little ice cream. And George, you getting ice cream. What do you get? Real quick.
Me, I'm getting a cookies and cream sundae.
Cookies and cream sundae, hot fudge, caramel,
hot fudge, hot fudge and whipped cream, no cherry.
Hot fudge, whipped cream, no cherry Oreo, cookies and cream sundae, Belle of Rita. Let's rock and roll. I am hungry.
I am ready for some ice cream. Last but not least, let's go, Joseph. Joseph, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Gabe?
I thought that Gabe was super, super pleasant. Did a great job of building some rapport. And who doesn't love donuts? I'd say for every single donut that he brings and saves you in cost, that's a referral coming his way. And great job, Gabe.
Beautiful. And what's the next step there, Sir Joseph?
I'm gonna go with some ice cream as well. There's a famous place in Westwood, right around George Chicolo's neighborhood. It's been around for years and years. I would take him there, and then maybe a beer afterwards at a brewery that's right next door.
Oh,
beer and ice cream?
Yes, right.
Interesting.
Yeah. What's the name of it? Do you remember the name of that? Joseph?
George, hit me with the ice cream shop.
Conrad's, and then you would go to Five Dimes Brewery next door afterwards. Right. And just so we're clear, beer does work as long as it's a porter or something heavy on the coffee side after ice cream.
My favorite type.
Belle of Rita, Conrad's is the home of the chocolate turkey, the famous Thanksgiving chocolate turkey. Yes.
Oh.
Thank you for that.
I have yet to meet this chocolate turkey. I've heard about this chocolate. It is a legend in the Callaghy household.
Yes, the 100-year-old tradition, 50 years of chocolate turkeys from Conrad's being smashed by children hitting each other with mallets. Yes. Belle of Rita, what are we doing now? It's not in my contract, but Joseph, I think she's going to make me do the thing she always does that I don't agree to do, but I'll do it anyway. Bella.
Yes, this is the time in the show, everyone, that I have the opportunity to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, because I've been cooking them up as the show has been going on. And so ultimately, Joseph, you get to choose what scenario Sean goes from hello to yes on. You can change anything about my scenarios, or you can come up with something on your own. I got 2 for you today. Are you ready to hear what I have for today?
Let's go.
All right. So I was reading that Canon, that small camera company, they make those like click things where you go cheese and someone takes a photo. Yeah. They are based out of Long Island. And so I thought option number 1 is Sean could role play either Fred or Gabe going from hello to yes with the HR director to get a meeting with her. So that is option number 1, or him, I guess. Let me be politically correct. So that's option number 1. And then option number 2, as I did hear George in the background that he and the fun facts that he had the secret passion for designing sneakers that he wanted to do once upon a time. So option number 2 is Sean would go from hello to yes with the CEO of Nike to give him an opportunity to design a sneaker that all benefits of the sneaker being sold would go to George's favorite charity. So those are the 2 options I have for you today, Joseph. Either one of those tickle your fancy, or do you have something else you'd like to see Sean do?
Let's go with some Nike, and let's make that charity nice little league in name of EJ and all the baseball players that are on this.
Ooh.
So Bella, the yes is?
So the yes that you are seeking from Nike is to have, so you're going to play George, and you're seeking the yes to let him design a sneaker that is going to be sold to Little League, and all of the proceeds from this particular sneaker goes to EJ's Little League.
Very, very nice. And EJ's Little League only or beyond?
The whole mission, vision, purpose of EJ to reduce costs, make sure that all the costs go to the kids instead of wherever money disappears to in little leagues.
Okay, and I'm George.
You are George.
You are
Okay.
George.
And who am I going from ODS with at Nike?
And
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to suggest someone, but if you have someone, go ahead.
No, please, you.
I was going to maybe suggest Dave.
Awesome.
Dave, would you like to play the role of the CEO of Nike?
Sure.
All right, and how about Dave? You're Mr. Smith at Nike. Good.
Mr. Smith. How about Mr. Bowerman?
Mr. Bowerman. Perfect. So, hello, is Mr. Bowerman available?
Yes, this is him.
Hey, Mr. Bowerman, this is George. We had a 3-minute conversation scheduled for today. Is it still a good time?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, very grateful for that. And Mr. Bowerman, I know how incredibly busy you are running Nike, all the things that you have going on. So if I may ask, what prompted you? I'm so grateful, but what prompted you to accept this conversation with me today?
Good friend Joseph referred you to me.
Nice. And was there something, was this more of a favor to Joseph, or was there something here that resonated with you? Because I'm not here to pitch you something. I just want to really understand, like, what you're present to as we begin.
He's a good guy and he knows me pretty well. He doesn't usually waste my time, so I figured we'd have something good to talk about.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that. So, and Mr. Bowerman, Nike, its vision from here, so much going on. Your role with it, the ever-evolving world of sports, at the youth level, all the way to the professionals. What is it that keeps you going, Nike going? I certainly understand the vision statement of Nike. I've watched the videos you're speaking, but if you wouldn't mind, just in a quick, headline, what is the why that keeps Nike driving forward and you driving forward?
Equip athletes with better shoes so they can have better experiences.
Awesome. And why do you think that matters, though, to you? Like, what drives you around that?
I've been coaching runners since I was early 20s, been my whole life, my whole passion. Built my first shoe out of a waffle iron.
Awesome. Well, appreciate that very much. And I am very familiar with that background story. So, Mr. Bowerman, from that place of wanting to give the maximum experiences to runners and people, can I share a couple of quick thoughts on something that may or may not resonate with you?
Sure.
Yeah. So, what I've done is what I'm sure a ton of people tell you they've done, but I believe this is why Joseph passed the call through, is we've created a mind-blowing model for a new shoe. And obviously, there's a dynamic that involves from the Michael Jordan Air Jordan through the top Nike running shoes. We have the distinction of something powerful, unique, and inspiring in the shoe and the identity of the person behind it, combined with the possibility of the greatest utility and functionality of the shoe, which is what your life and whole job are about. So in looking to combine those two things, we've created something that we have 3 different independent labs that work on shoe design, manufacturing, aerodynamics, functionality, sports medicine, and physical dynamics that will say that this is the greatest athletic shoe that's ever been created. And the shoe has the functional possibilities of being applied to youth sports, cleats, as well as just simply running. So soccer, football, baseball, basketball, and running overall. And we have an entire plan shaped around something that we believe can be the most profoundly powerful marketing strategy, since everybody thought Nike was crazy for giving Michael Jordan a piece of the shoes. But when Nike went from under 3 million to billions in sneaker sales with Michael Jordan, we are very certain that this model, because we've split tested it and we have some marketing reports to go through with you, will be exactly that. And to really drill down on it, there's a charitable component, a massive celebrity component that will be like the Avengers meets sports shoes. We have 6 different athletes in mind, each of which are the greatest champions in their sports, combined with the functionality of the shoe, and a plan in charitable giving, we call it sustainable giving, to bring dollars back to youth athletics across the nation. A lot there to unpack. But the simple request is not that you accept all of these different pieces, but instead that we'd have a 30-minute conversation. I have folks that put up $100,000 for donation on behalf of Nike if you feel like it wasted your time. But the meeting to unfold this entire plan, which would create a multi-billion-dollar possibility in for-profit and charitable fundraising, and make Nike not only what it is today, but launch it forward to the next level. So very simply, my question is, how would it resonate with you or not to have this follow-up conversation?
Sure, I can give you 30 minutes for that.
Cool. Anything else I could answer for you today?
You said this was the best shoe ever?
Yes, by 3 different companies combined with expert opinions in sports physiatry, as well as physics professor, as well as shoe manufacturers. 3 different independent reports on the aerodynamics, the weight of the shoe, and the balancing of it all.
All right, we will see.
We shall, sir. So thank you for the time. And at worst is a $100,000 donation for 30 minutes of your time. So thank you, Mr. Barron. Thank you. Yeah. At a roll, Dave, how'd I do as George having a conversation with the CEO of Nike?
You either know a lot about shoes or really good at improving things you know nothing about. So that was impressive.
Yeah, I know absolutely nothing about shoes.
I had a feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate that. And thank you for jumping in as CEO of Nike. You felt very Nike CEO-ish. So thank you for that. And Dave, how was your time today on Joseph's Heart of Influence? Yeah, Dave, how was your time on the show overall today?
How was it today? Entertaining, if nothing else.
Yeah, very, very cool. Well, I appreciate it. And hopefully get to meet some other outstanding fine folks here today. Oof. George, yes, I definitely do not know anything about making shoes, but how do I do as you having a conversation, and how was your time overall today, George, on Joseph's Heart of Influence?
It was great for not really understanding that much, but really being intuitive and I guess, putting 2 and 2 together on common elements of sneakers and putting all that together. But the conversation was engaging, and I think that you stayed clear on what your messaging was, and the point was to essentially get a meeting, and looks like you did that. Great overall experience today. This was really fun. I think you guys have really done this whole piece in a inviting way that makes it interesting, and I did learn a lot, so that's great. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that very much, George. Let's go, Fred. Thanks for jumping in the participant seat. Never easy to do. You did a masterful job. And how was your time on Joseph Wexler's Heart of Influence?
Any place that Joseph Wexler invites me, I will be there. And it's always a pleasure and even just an honor to be invited.
Cool. Well, thank you for that, Fred. Wonderful work. Belvrita, got a couple other fine folks.
We do. Also sitting in that participant seat, the great grandchild, I think, of the Chris King Kringle. But Gabe, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I absolutely loved it. I thought it was incredible. I love the interactive nature, hearing different perspectives. And Sean, wow, it sounds like you've done that 1 or 2 times. It was very impressive and fun to listen to, but it was really great interacting with everybody.
Gabe,
thanks for having me.
Let's make a sequel to Fred Claus. Let's go with Gabe Kringle. See you soon. Belvrita, please.
Yes, and I think that brings us to EJ. Thank you. I think we got some money for your league. And how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Well, I'll start off. Sean, phenomenal job on that. You start off with very inviting, but then obviously speaking to a CEO, you went into details that he would obviously understand, which is good. And that, you kind of upped your level of giving information to a person that would be at that level to understand it, which was very good. When it comes down to this was, I was unsure what I was walking into. Very, very, very good. I'm entertaining, informative, and looking forward to potentially, going again. Thank you.
Well, you did. Thank you for that. Which brings us to the man that made it all possible. We always say that all business is built on relationships. All relationships emerge from shared experiences. There has to be shared experiences. So the question becomes, what's the most efficient shared experience to meet outstanding people to further the building of what you're building? And Joseph, the Heart of Influence, outstanding job. Your final, please, Joseph. And thank you for bringing all of us together today.
Thank you. Sean, you're doing an incredible job here pulling together everything. I'm present to intentionality and preparation and practice, and how it can all come together, whether it's on the Little League field or whether it's here on the show. When we're more intentional, and if we think about reacquiring our business today, how we would drive forward that exponential impact, and what partners we would call on, whether it's Nike, whether it is Marvel, or whether it's Little League, Little Leagues at a national level. We have the ability to work together and to cause those yeses that we need for exponential impact within our organization. I've been working with Unblinded for the last 6 months, and it's just been an incredible additional value add to my business, and the impact is real. And I just want to thank you, Sean, for teaching things that can be learned and applied in business. So enjoy those waves. You deserve them, friend, and I appreciate you being on the show.
Well, thank you. And Joseph, you illustrate this point perfectly. Mr. Miyagi could have taught Daniel-san to wax on, wax off, but if he didn't keep waxing on and waxing off, nothing would have happened. And brother, the level at which you implement and cause acceleration is truly exemplary. So thank you for that, Joseph. We have a couple quick gifts for everybody. Thanks for being here. The first, thank you, Joseph, on his behalf, is this Wednesday. You want to meet some other cool people? 100, 110, 120 entrepreneurs this Wednesday morning, 8 a.m. to 8:45. We'll be on a deep practice where we will be training in the dojo and then launching our day at 8:30, 8:45 on the huddle. So that's our gift to you. Our world opens up for you there. Second, we have our ebook on group influence. This is not a ChatGPT throwaway. No, no, no. But what if you could have a textbook for your public speaking, leadership, and management? You're like, dude, you need another leadership management group influence or public speaking book? Yes, because when I sought the answers, I couldn't find them anywhere. So we, 27 years ago, began to create this, and this is how we've created a 100-person law firm and all the beautiful things. And so that's there for you as our gift. And third, we have a business acceleration session for you. Nothing sold to you there. Nothing sold on Wednesday morning. We believe in value, value, value first, but this business acceleration session will rock your world. Straight up truth. Joseph was a tremendous business person before I met him. He came into his BAS so full of absolute certainty that he knew what to do in every way, shape, or form. We call it high knowingness, but he also had a high growth mindset. And look where we are now. And he's rocking the world. So the BAS session will be a massive value add if we never talk to each other again. Footnote, if it's not, nobody's ever said it's not. Zero. We've had more than 5,000 people take us up on that, and nobody's ever said that. But if you have some other hour and some other person's giving you a better hour overall, please tell us. We want to learn from them. Thank you very much. Bella Verita, your final, please.
My final is, first of all, Joseph, thank you for putting such an extraordinary group of individuals together. Absolutely phenomenal job here today. And everyone definitely connect with each other. That's what this opportunity is all about. And you can continue that conversation with our team to see what more we could do together. So thank you all for being here. And Sean, back to you.
Now, I end every show by saying this. First of all, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Bella. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And I may be physically blind, which I am. Can't see anything in front of me. I hope the great whites don't see me because I can't see them. But for all of us, there's possibilities to accelerate massively that sit in front of all of us. They sit right here. They just do. But unfortunately, with those possibilities sitting right in front of us, Bella, Rita, Joseph, at some level, we are all blind
and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.